She would do this thing before she beat me, like a fucking warrior. She would fucking have the belt, and she would like hit herself over the shoulders like she was fucking doing penance.
We got Leeland, take one, camera A mark.
My origin story is that of a comic book villain. Like I grew up getting like beat as a kid. I had a stepdad that would beat my mom and then beat me. And he would do shit like make me and my brother fight for his amusement. Like we would fight, he'd make us lift weights and then like fight, and whoever won would get to watch him play our Sega. It's like, yo, what? All right. It was a crazy time growing up, especially under those conditions, because like getting beat, and then like in the 90s watching like the Michael Jackson story with the dude that played the smart guy's older brother, was the voice of Simba and shit.
Yeah.
It's like you watch the Michael Jackson story, and it's like they're singing and dancing and practicing after the beatings. It's like if we would have sung, danced, worked on anything, like it would have hurt less emotionally. It's like if we were just working towards something. But looking back, I get asked a lot, like, what's your relationship like with your mom after like what happened and everything like that. And looking back, as an adult, I can have empathy for her. I have a different level of understanding because I'm older than she was. I'm older now than she was then. So I think about like how old I was at that time, and if I would have been prepared to have kids, if I would have handled things differently. Granted, there's like, I'm a man, she's a woman. It was the 90s, and like different things play into how we carry ourselves throughout society. But like someone asked me if I hated her. I was like, I can't hate my mom, because I have an awareness that that's a part of me. Not my story is a part of, but my mom, that person is a part of me. That's half of my DNA. And to hate her would be to hate half of myself, because I can see the choices that she made. I can see myself making similar choices at points in time. I can see the passion that she has, and I see the way in which she loves versus the way that she loved then. And I could see like I could fall into those pitfalls easily if I didn't do the work to understand emotionally where she was coming from at that time.
And for the audience,
I'll give you some more detail.
Yeah, for the audience, because one of the things that when I did my research and looked into your story, I know, and I'm not trying to give your mother grace here, but I know she was a young mother.
Yes.
Right? And I know there was this tug of war between her and your biological father, and how their tug and war kind of put you in the middle of this pull. So for the audience, I want you to kind of just go to, if you're comfortable with it, go into detail of that early childhood, that moment of, things and certain events that happen in your life.
My parents' story predates me, obviously, right? Most people's do by at least 9 months. But my mom and my dad were actually not high school sweethearts, but they hooked up in high school. They had my older brother, and then a year and a half later, they had me. So my mom had my brother when she was 17, had me like 18, turning 19. And then my dad was like out of the picture, which for a while, I couldn't even remember what he looked like. I couldn't remember, like, I knew my dad was a short, light-skinned man that resembled Prince, but that was, like, if I saw Prince, I was like, that's kind of what my dad looks like. And then, like, it was like, that was it. My mom was dating this dude. We're living in Long Beach when my life sort of takes a turn. Like I said, this dude was beating my mom. They're both beating me. And it's not like regular beating. It's not like spank on the butt beatings. The rule in the house at this time was belt or like the paint stir sticks from Home Depot or some shit, completely naked. Wherever the belt landed, it landed. It was like some slave shit. Like you see like slaves getting out, like you hear like that colloquialism, beat like a slave. This guy. Wherever the belt landed, it landed. So like I grew up with like bruises, just strap marks all over my body, neck, back, everywhere. And my great grandparents, they noticed it. They noticed bruises on my body. They said, what's going on? They're trying to protect their granddaughter, so they don't really take the steps as far as police and things like that. One day, I was in kindergarten, living in Long Beach, and I got to paint the scene as to what Los Angeles is like at this time. This is the 90s in LA. My mom's boyfriend, stepdad, at this time, he's going to Long Beach Poly. It's where Snoop Dogg graduated high school. I'm in kindergarten. I can remember a time walking to the mall with him. Walking home from school, we would go to like Johnny Rockets, stop by the mall, get chili cheese fries, cup of water. This was when San Francisco was doing pretty good. 49ers. Jerry Rice was the shit. Everybody, Jerry Rice crazy. My stepbrother is wearing a red Jerry Rice jersey, the red San Francisco's jersey. As we get to the entrance of the mall, it's, hey cuz, take that jersey off. He looks at me, he's like, run. We're running through the mall. My 5-year-old legs, cutting through this mall. Until we find security. They're like, hey, leave these kids alone. To these are other children, by the way. These Crips, most likely other children. But hey, leave you kids, leave these kids alone. Go about your separate ways. But that was LA at the time. That's where I was living at the time. And kindergarten. I'm in kindergarten, and I stole something. I stole some M&Ms. I asked my teacher if I could have some M&Ms, and she said no. It's the mini packs, type of shit you get on Halloween, like the little mini candies. I took like 3 of them from behind her desk. You're in kindergarten. You got little pants. That means little pockets. you put those candies. You're just making crumple noises as I'm walking. Like she sees me go behind her desk. I come out from behind her desk making crumple noises that weren't being made before. Immediately calls my mom. It's like, your son stole candy. My mom comes through and picks me up day early. When my mom would pick me up from school, she would take me to my great aunt's house, her dad's sister. But this day, we go straight there. She's upset, ranting. I don't like a liar. I don't like a thief. Your dad's a liar and a thief. All this stuff. which I can't tell you how to parent your kids. But having unique experience with this, maybe don't badmouth the other person that was involved in making your child to your child. Badmouth them all you want to anybody else. But if you do it to your child, it's going to affect how they think about that person. It's going to affect how they think about themselves, which we'll get into a little bit later. We get to my great aunt's house, and we've heard that the saying, beat like he stole something. It was one of those beatings. Got beat like I stole something, because I did. And I don't know if you've ever been beat so bad that you couldn't remember it. But like I cannot remember it. I remember my mom telling me to go into the bathroom, take my clothes off. She came in, locked the door, and she would do this thing before she beat me, like a fucking warrior. She would fucking have the belt, and she would like hit herself over the shoulders like she was fucking doing penance, fucking lashing herself before she lashed me, which I don't know what the fuck that's about. So, Mom, we're gonna have to talk about that at some point. But I remember that like black moms do a specific face. It was real tight mouth, a real tight mouth face. It was that. And then I just remember waking up drawing. And my mom wasn't there. My great aunt is like, the energy's weird. My grandpa, my mom's dad, great aunt's brother, comes and picks me up and is like, this is weird, this hasn't happened before. When's my mom coming back? And they tell me like, she's not. The police came and got her. My grandpa takes me to LA County Court building. They have me strip all of my clothes and take photos of my bruises because this is going to be used as evidence against her in court, which is like crazy to think about now. It's like somewhere in Los Angeles County's court building, there's a 5-year-old me holding my nutsack with bruises all over my body, which would be a crazy album cover, but kind of insane to think about. I didn't see my mom for 2 years after that. My dad wasn't around. He was off doing his own thing. Me and a friend joke about a very funny comedian, Fallon Michael. We joke about some dads aren't meant to be dads. Some dads are just fun uncles. They do fun uncle shit. Take you bowling, buy you a gun, maybe hire a prostitute. Some dads just aren't supposed to be dads. That's my father. He was not around when all of this is happening. I go stay with my grandpa for a year and a half. And that was the first time time in my life where I didn't have the fear of being hurt physically. Like if something happened where I did end up hurt physically, this is a surprise to all of us. Stubbed my toe. Oh my goodness. It's like, it was the first time that I was like, yo, this is what safety feels like. But at the same time, I have the awareness that my mom's in jail. It took me a while to like reckon with this, to like really like adjust how I thought about it, because I was like, my mom is in jail because of what I did. No. My mom's in jail because of what she did. I was just there. I did what I did. But we all make choices. Our choices affect other people sometimes. And yeah. My mom gets out of jail. She starts living with my great-grandparents. She's in her mid-20s at this point. I'm 6 or 7. I start staying with my great-grandparents. She couldn't have me or my brother alone. She had to be with my great-grandparents to have any sort of connection with me and my older brother. We existed like that for a little bit until like custody things and child support became a question, and then my dad popped around, which is kind of crazy because my great-grandparents lived in the same house in Gardena since my mom was in high school, which like my dad comes around and it's like, oh my God, we were looking for you. It's like, did you fucking check the house that you probably fucked my mom in? All right. You were looking for me. My dad starts doing fun dad shit, fun uncle shit. Taking me and my brother bowling on Saturdays, Knott's Berry Farm, the stuff that a visiting dad does. And I thought that shit was cool, man. My dad, in his own life, he was married to his real high school sweetheart, who had a daughter of her own, a year older than my older brother. And then my dad and her, my stepmom, I call her my mom because I do love her. They had my little brother. So I'm witnessing, when I would go out with them, I'm witnessing like a full house, like an actual, a mommy, a daddy, a brother, and a sister. It's like, yo, this is dope, and we're doing fun shit. So when the courts asked me who did I want to live with after my mom was like done with counseling and all of these things, it's like, Dad, it's cool over there. We're doing cool shit. Broke my mom's heart. It's like, I remember the day she was fucking destroyed. My older brother was destroyed. He's like, how could you do that to mom? How could you choose mom over this guy that we barely know? It's like, nigga, she beats ass. I don't even know this day. I don't even know if he beats ass for real. Like, he might. I know she's been working double time on ass beatings. I haven't seen him whip any ass at all. So I want to see what that's like. So I do. I go over to my dad's, and it's cool. Like, I have my younger brother there, my sister's there, there's a mom, there's a dad, and like, everyone's nice. I'm not getting my ass beat. It's kind of cool. My older brother comes. He's like, yo, this is actually, you're right. No asses are getting beat over here. It's kind of lit. We can kind of do what we want. Me and my brother have a strained relationship, me and my older brother. Because remember, preschool, kindergarten, this other man was making us fight. Like actual fisticuffs. Train for it. We were lifting weights and fighting. And fighting other kids in the apartment building for this grown man's amusement. So me and my brother have this weird relationship where it's like, am I supposed to love you or am I supposed to hurt you? Which is rough because I love you, but it's like at the same time, you've hurt me a lot, I've hurt you a lot. I can't remember who got the best of it last time, so one of us is due. So we fight, me and my brother. We argue, we fight. We're at my dad's house. We're arguing and fighting to a point where my older sister, who's a year older than my brother, is like calling my dad. He's at work saying, hey, Will and Lee are fighting. They're going fucking nuts. I have to hide the knives. They're like actually trying to hurt each other. I don't know what to do. My dad comes home. I'm like 8 or 9 at this time. He packs my shit up and he says, I'm taking you to your mom's. You can't be here. You're too much like your mom. I can't have you around. And that broke my heart. 30-minute car ride. I'm crying the entire way. From the time that he's like, yo, hop in the whip. You gotta go. To the time he dropped me off, and even after, bawling. Granted, at this time, my mom is dating a new guy, Jerry. Shout out Jerry Brooks, known in Compton as Pee Wee, Mad Wee, because he was small as a kid. Jerry's like, if some people weren't meant to be fathers, this dude, that's a dad. Like, this nigga will raise anybody's kids. He's like, who needs a father? You? He's like, I gotcha.
Shout out to Jerry, man.
Yeah, shout out Jerry Brooks, man. JB.
Yo, clap it up for Jerry, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Leeland. I was waiting for something good to happen, man. I'm like, I need songs, man.
I know, nigga.
I'm like,
Me too, nigga. This was my life.
Yeah, I know, man.
I was waiting for something
clap
good
for Jerry
to happen.
one more time, man. Yeah, word, man. We're gonna take a look. It's not that Jerry.
I was not that Jerry.
I was he was a good father. Did that at his Okay.
When this dude came into my life, man, for real, like it was a whole different level of stability, security, because now I can actually be with my mom, who I love, who I'm used to being hurt by, who I know can hurt me, who I know has, but there's this other character who has penetrated her heart and her mind in a way that she's softening, in a way that I've never seen. It's like, I'm of you. I am of you, and I've never seen this from you. But this person has come into your life and completely changed her. Granted, this dude is so patient because he had a previous marriage. He has 3 boys of his own, one older than my older brother, one like 6 months older than me, and then one younger. So he has 3 boys. This dude he's the definition of patience. With her, with me, with everybody. This dude works. We're living in Hawthorne at this time. And this dude is working, driving gas for Cox. And, whoa, COX.
Yeah.
Because that sounded crazy, right? This man, I made it sound like my dad was driving gas for dicks, right? It's like, nah, for Cox, the company, COX, don't y'all go fucking crazy in those comment sections, man. Easy on my pops, man.
Please don't read the comments.
Don't.
No matter what you do, just don't read them.
Go easy on my pops for real, man. This dude is working hard. Like, I joke with him to this day, like, yo, if you didn't have all these fucking kids, you'd be a fucking millionaire. Just because the way that this dude works. To take care of me, my brother, his 3 sons, and then him and my mom had another son, my younger brother, Julian. We lived in Hawthorne, and that was interesting because we're in an apartment. It's still the hood. It's not like Long Beach. It's not like my dad's house. My dad is in South Central. That's a whole other thing. It's still the hood. Like, it's kind of like you could play outside, but only here where we can see, because over there they're on some bullshit. Over there they're on some bullshit. But it's at this period that I start finding myself. I've always been a fan of music. I never had an instrument, like I never learned how to play an instrument or anything. I never learned how to at this point I never had lessons or anything. But I like music, so much so that Jerry's oldest son, Jerry Jr., JJ, my brother, I have to apologize to you because JJ would come over with these mixed CDs that he made that would have like the time of this is like mystical, Pharrell's like Light Your Ass on Fire, Pastor Gavassier's coming out, like it's around that time, and it's just like all of these like hits on these mixed CDs that I'm like I've never heard anything like this before, so I'm stealing his CDs. Like this is a nigga got sticky fingers. I'm stealing his CDs, hiding them. He goes home. I'm listening to him, sneaking my CD player to school, riding the bus, sneaking my CD player to school, and at that time, this is gonna sound crazy. I'm listening to my CD player on the bus, these stolen CDs, the stolen mixed CDs, with my best friend, my first ever best friend, we never talked about like, yo, I got beat as a kid and this and that, but like we saw eye to eye, because like he would be like, yo, my dad isn't around, I don't know my dad, and I would be like, yeah, me too, kinda. And we would listen to these CDs, and I haven't talked to him since. I saw him one time since, and I'll get there. But I've never talked to him about it. But I think that this was a time for him that was pivotal as well, because my best friend at that time turned out to be somebody that you guys probably know, Tyler, the Creator. Riding the bus with my best friend, listening to CDs, Tyler. And then he blows up to be himself. Crazy. And we talked about something similar to that.
Yeah.
And we'll get there because there's more of those that happen. Fast forward a little bit. I'm at school, in middle school. Me and Tyler still listening to CDs. I haven't seen my dad, I haven't seen my brother in probably like a year or two. And if it wasn't, it's what felt like a year or two to me. He's living with my dad. I'm still not allowed over there. Someone walks from my brother's school and is like, yo, Lee, did you hear about Will? I'm like, no. What would I've heard? He's like, he broke his arm. I'm like, yo, what? I call my mom, and she's like, I didn't hear anything. Let me call your dad. Like, I call my mom from the office. Like, I call home and say, hey, somebody just came by the school and said Will broke his arm. She's like, I didn't hear this. She calls my dad, and then she calls the school back. They call me out of class, and they say, hey, your mom's coming to pick you up early. Sure enough, my brother broke his arm. My dad didn't say anything, but my mom has like all of the medical information, just like all of the things that a parent would need. This person has it. We go to the hospital, and my brother looked so fucking cool. Like I hadn't seen him in like a year. I'm a kid. I'm in like 5th, 6th grade, wearing fucking the Hawaiian shirt, Dragon Ball Z shit. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking Hawaiian shirt with fucking Goku on the fucking. And this dude, he's wearing a Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey, Warren Sapp jersey, some like the heavy dye blue jeans, like the dark indigo joints, some black Chucks, and this big ass, fake ass chain type of shit would turn your neck green with this big ass cross pendant, fake ass diamonds in it. I was like, yo, he looks like a rapper. He looks like he would be in a music video. Like, he looks like them niggas that I'm not supposed to play with up the street. Like, he looks cool as fuck. And that's what living with dad is like. Like, you get to do you, nigga. Like, that's tight. We're laughing and joking, having a good time. The occasion is terrible. His arm's broken. But being present in the moment is cool. I haven't seen this dude. I haven't seen my dad. We're laughing and joking. And when it comes time to leave, I say, hey, Mom, can I go with them? She says, sure. And we're walking out of the hospital through the parking lot. And we get to my dad's car, still laughing, still joking. I open the door handle. The door doesn't even open. It doesn't even engage. It's just like the flap. I do the flap. I didn't even feel it click. Before it clicked, he was like, He hit me with the Mono Ginobili shit. He was like, no. He was like, no, you can't come with me. You have to go with her. You're not welcome with me. Which was like all the laughter, all the joy that we just stepped out of laughter into this whole other thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna cry now. Bawling. I'm crying because I'm not welcome. I'm crying because we just walked through the parking lot. I don't even know where my mom is now. I asked her if I could come with you in the hospital. We walked through the parking lot laughing and joking together. Now I'm looking around like, where did she go? I don't even remember where we parked. We've been here for hours. He does that. Nah, you go with her. You know how Batman just like swoops out of the darkness on niggas? Like you just be by the dumpster and shit doing your dastardly deeds. This nigga's just on top of you, like knee on your neck already. That's how my mom pulled up. Like she already knew the type of time that my dad was on without even in the time that it took him to say no, you go with her, and for me to look around crying, she pulled up, got me in the car, and like stopped in front of his car, and it's like, look at your son. Look what this is how you treat your son. What's wrong with you? Pulls off. I don't see my dad for a while because I'm still not welcome over there. It's like, there's other court things that are going on, child support things, right? So like my dad has some visitation. Sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't. But it's affecting me. It's affecting my mentality, my sense of worth. It fucked with me because I continued the cycle. I don't have any kids that I know about. And if I do, hit me up. I'll be your dad. But I recognized that later in life was like, I might say I'm gonna show up, and then I just don't. I might, you might say, hey, pull up over here. It's like, I was going to, but then I had some business of a vaginal matter, and I don't know what happened. Time got away from us. So I had to check that in me. I was like, where the fuck is this coming from? Oh, okay. And now I can work on it. But let's get back. High school. Middle school happens. High school. My mom's still with Jerry. Moves us to a better neighborhood. And it's working his ass off so I could go to a better high school than where I was supposed to go. Lose contact with Tyler because there's no like social media or anything at that time. It's the 90s, early 2000s. I'm doing okay in high school. I don't know me yet. I know the me that was with my brother, with my dad. My brother was an athlete, my dad was an athlete. So I know that I want to do something that would make them give me attention. I want to be an athlete. I want to hoop. I want to play football. So I did. In high school, I played football. I played baseball. I played basketball. I was trying to be on my Jackie Robinson shit. But like looking back, that was not me at all. I'm not a competitive person. I like to build. If I don't want to compete with you, I want to cooperate with you, and I want to build something with you. That's who I am. But I didn't learn that until much later. Me and my mom start having some issues in high school. She's still, at this time, like she still has her anger issues. She doesn't have it completely in a bottle yet. Or not necessarily, don't bottle up your anger. Feel your feelings and release them. She's not able to do that yet in a healthy way while I'm in high school. So we're going back and forth. She's calling my dad like, you need to come get him or I'm gonna put hands on him. So he's like, fine, I'll get him. The last time that I saw Tyler, me and my mom had a thing. My dad comes and picks me up. We go to LA Food Show in Manhattan Beach. And walking out of the restaurant, my dad's walking ahead of me. He's on the phone. And I hear a voice from behind me call my name, say, Leeland Clayton? It's like, oh shit, is that Leeland? And I turn around and I see a group of kids, bicycles, skateboards, and I see my friend Tyler. I look at him, and then I turn around, and my dad's over there on his way to the car, and I'm like, shit, that nigga's gonna leave me again. So I just go, and that was the last time I saw my friend. It's like, that's rough, because that was my first ever friend for real. And not being able to like honor that because I'm afraid of getting left in a parking lot again. Like that fucked me up. Let's fast forward a little bit to when things get cool.
My fault, interrupt
Yes.
you. Take me to Maryland.
So we moved to Maryland because my mom's mom, my grandma, has cancer, and we want to be closer to family. This is my senior year of high school. At this time, I'm thinking about college. I'm not really interested. I want to do fashion. I like clothes. I've always liked clothes. I want to do fashion. I'm going to like FITM and FIT just to like tour. And a week before school starts, a week before senior year starts, I go to select my classes as a senior, a senior the summer before, and I run into the basketball coach, bro. Like the fucking basketball coach of all people. He's like, yo, you hoop? You want to play? I'm like, I did, but no, thank you very much. I like clothes. And he's like, oh, I could tell by the way that you're dressed. Yeah, I could see that. Actually, we have this gifted and talented program where I can find you an internship with somebody in the fashion industry. What? Okay. And really, like, that's when my life really took a turn, was when I moved to Maryland. It's when, like, I don't know if you guys believe in manifestation, but like manifestations just started real. I didn't even know I was manifesting this. Like it was a thought, but just things started rolling in. So I do this fashion internship my senior year of high school with Victor Rossi. Shout out Manish Singh, Victor Rossi. Shout out Manish's mom. I can't remember her name. They make these beautiful gowns, like ball gowns, like the dresses and all sorts of shit. But they also have these factories that produce shirts, all sorts of clothing, textiles for Zara, Abercrombie, anything, Hollister, anything in the mall, they're making in India. There's like numbers if you look on your clothes, they're on your tag, excuse me, and you can see like, oh, this was made here. Yeah, it was one of theirs. I'm doing stuff that I never thought I would do. Like I'm dressing models, like I'm styling models on runway. I'm working like, yeah.
Was it bothering?
Yes, I don't know.
Sorry, Leela.
You're good.
And Leela, we're gonna go for like 10 more minutes.
Sure.
I definitely want you to take the last 4 to 3 minutes to talk about your studios in Baltimore, what you're doing, any specials you got coming up, and how we can support you.
Bet. So I do this internship. I'm working like the club level at the Chocolate Affair in Baltimore. Like this, like some shit that like these are real models, real adults doing real adult business in the club level of Raven Stadium, and I'm there passing them the next garment, helping them zip up, do whatever, which is like crazy to me. High school ends, that's done. I styled for some photo shoots. Shout out Pascal Lemaire, who had me as she used me as a stylist a couple of times. High school ends, and I don't know what I want to do, bro. Like, I don't, like, fashion, okay. I don't really know what I want to do. And I start dancing, because I, like, my nickname growing up it's been El Boogie. My dad calls me El Boogie. Will calls me El Boogie. I've always been a dancer. I've always loved dancing. My dad's house is like across the street. Damn, I don't know if I want to. I'll say it like this. My dad's house is in a place where Tommy the Clown is always dancing out front. Like Tommy the Clown and all his clown posse, they're always like in the street, pretty much just out front of our house. So like it's all like I've been around this culture, dance culture, for a long time. But when I moved to Maryland, it changes for me because I go to college. I'm at UMBC. Let me go back a little bit. I'm at community college, and I'm dancing, and I start meeting other dancers that are like, "Yo, come to this event over here. There's battles going on." So we start battling. The type of people that are at these events, I gotta shout them out. Shout out DJ Flegg, Stephen Flegg, who's up here now. He's everywhere. He's doing crazy shit. He's like DJs for like Red Bull BC1, all this shit. Shout out Atomic Goofball. Shout out Raw Ned. Shout out Derry. These dudes are like dancers. Like I want to dance, and I'm meeting these people, and then I watch like Step Up, and it's like, oh, nigga, that's you dancing in Step Up. It's like, yeah, I did that. So it's like proximity, being around these people that are interested in doing what I'm doing. I go to UMBC because UMBC has a big dance culture. They have this group called Major Definition, and then there's cliques within Major Def, all sorts of cliques. I'm dancing. I'm working, hustling a little bit. I buy a motorcycle and I crash it. I fuck up the entire side of my body. My neck, my back, hip, everything. Ankle, bike rolled over my ankle. Like I'm fucked up. I can't dance. I tried dancing, and my ankle gave out at the club one night, slipped and fall. They're like, hey, get him out of here, he's fucking drunk. It's like, no, he crashed a motorcycle last week. I just couldn't dance anymore. Which is fucked up because like that's why I went to the school, because I wanted to be around that culture. The first week of school, the first semester for me at this new university, there is a comedy show. First timers welcome. The host of this show, Stavros Halkias, headliner Jim Meyer. I do stand up for the first time, and like the very first laugh, like I'm in love. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Just talking is what I'm supposed to be doing. And that show was on a Wednesday. The very next week, I was doing a show every single night, and for years after that, just every single night, multiple shows a night. To the point where like I'm featuring at clubs. Like I'm working with Gilbert Gottfried, I'm working with Tony Woods, Joe Matarese, Rich Voss, Bobby Kelly. I'm doing it and I'm making money from it. I moved to New York and I'm doing it. Struggling, barely eating, but I'm doing it. And the money sort of sours it for me because of the way that I'm struggling. I'm not enjoying performing as much because I need that fucking bread. Like, fuck the laugh. I need that bread now, ASAP. I got my girl, who's also a comedian. We need that fucking money because we need to live. You guys said you believe in manifestation, so I'm gonna assume you believe in this next part. I'm getting messages, I'm getting visions. God's talking to me. He's saying, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. He's saying, I don't want you with this girl. Break up with her. I'm like, no. And I keep getting that. Leave this girl. Start doing what you're supposed to be doing. COVID happens. We're still in New York. Apartments, rent's not getting paid. We're $20-something thousand in debt. I said, I'm laying in bed next to her, and I say, God, if you deliver me from this, I'll move back home to Baltimore. That's not what I said. I said, God, if you deliver me from this, give me a job where I can work from home and watch TV all day, not have to talk to people. I'll leave this girl, and I'll go do whatever it is that you're saying that you want me to do. Like the next day, we get a letter saying, hey, we're gonna forgive all of your back rent. So I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I have to move now. I have to move home now. I have to leave this girl now. She kind of makes it easy because she's like, I'm gonna stay up here in New York. I'm gonna move to Brooklyn. You can move home if you want to. So we'll do the long distance thing. It's like, it's halfway there. I get the job. I get a job where I don't have to do anything but like talk, like chat. I'm watching Naruto and shit all day. All the shows that I missed when I was on restriction as a kid, it's like I'm catching up on them now. Watch every season of everything. But I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm in a prison of my own making. And God's telling me to quit this job. He said, you still haven't left that girl. And I need you to quit this job because you hate it. Why are you, this is someone else. This is someone's dream. To work a job like this is someone's dream. It's not your dream, and you're taking it up for somebody. I say, I hear you. I'm not gonna leave this job. You're gonna have to do something to get me fired because I'm not leaving. Let's say that happened on a Friday. I break up with my girlfriend on Saturday. I sign into work on Monday, and they say, hey, go ahead and clock out. You're fired. I said, well, look at God. Mind you, working this job, I wasn't able to do stand-up. That's a part of the reason that I hated it. It's because I was getting off 10 o'clock at 11 o'clock at night before I could make it to shows. But now my time is free. I had been trying to make it to shows. I'll get off at like 10, go try and hit a mic that started at like 9. Every single time I would get there, I'd hit the stairs. The host would be coming down like, oh shit, Leeland, we just ended. My bad, bro. So I would sit down with the bartender and we'd talk. Cool dude, Joey, chef. We would just talk. The week after I got fired, I go to do this show. I make it there on time. I'm able to do a set. I go down to talk with Joey, who I've talked to multiple times now because I've come and I haven't been able to do it. And this guy comes down the stairs and is like, hey, I saw your comedy. I really liked your set. It's like, yeah, I've been doing it for a while. You know, just working some shit out. We start talking about music. I have to go back a little bit. It's kind of crucial though, otherwise it doesn't make sense. So, I never took a music lesson, but comedy put me in a position to be around musical people, other comedians that knew how to play. I did acid, LSD, with some comedians. They told me to just play the keys while they played guitar, and that shit just clicked. It just clicked. Fast forward back to meeting this guy. Talk about being able, because this is years since that happened. I play everything now. I play bass, I play guitar, I play keys, I play drums. Give me a horn, I've never played it, but I bet you I can, because whatever the fuck happened to my brain that day. He says, you know what? We're building some studios over here. Like we just started this. Come hang out with us on Sunday morning. I say, what time? He says 9. I say, that's too early. He says, trust me, it's worth it. I show up Sunday morning to this warehouse, and I'm walking through the warehouse, and I don't see him. And I'm like, am I gonna get murdered in this place? I call him, I say, yo, I've done a circle around this warehouse. I don't hear music, I don't see studios. I saw a circle of guys standing in a hallway, One black dude, a couple Spanish dudes, talking, looked like they were doing construction. He said, okay, I'm gonna come get you. He comes and finds me, and he leads me into the music studio, and I knew that this is where I was supposed to be. Because I've been dreaming about building something like this. Building studios, podcast studio, music studios, photography, videography, places where people can come and work. I've been doing stand-up at this point, 13, 14 years. So I've met a lot of people that are very talented that don't have the resources to buy all this equipment necessary or the platform to raise them.
And that's the beautiful thing about it, because one of the last sentences you just said was that based on all the things we just talked about and a lot of things you just unpacked in real time that I appreciate you for, it led you to where you were supposed to be.
Bro, that job that I prayed for, I only wanted to work that job so I could build this. That's the only reason I wanted that job.
And now you have a podcast, Life Thus Far. You have studios in Baltimore.
So,
and I'm sorry, and I'm proud of you for all the things you have done. I'm proud of you of all the things you have done and what you have accomplished. And with that, I want you to drop an address, a location where people could find you, continue to follow you, and continue on your journey.
Yeah. You can come to the studios. The warehouse is 4000 Buena Vista. Inside that warehouse, we have EWA Wrestling School, learn how to become a professional wrestler. We have Syndicate screen printing. We have All City Embroidery. We have the Collective Music Studio. We have Threshold Productions, which is our other music studio. We have the Sludge Factory, which is our podcast studio. In the studio next to ours, next to the Collective studio, is Euphoria. That is this dude Rich and Daryl Pearson. Daryl Pearson is like Billboard charting producer. Did hits for like Cisco Maya back in the 90s. He's doing stuff for like Lizzo and everybody now. But that's who's in this warehouse. If you want to come work, 4000 Buena Vista, come work.
Thank you, Leeland. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.